Hey guys, Dan Holland here with SolutionToolbox.com. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to attach a domain name to your Sitebuilder account. Now for this example, this is going to be an existing domain name. I've created a second video if you'd like to purchase a new domain name. So the first thing I want to do is here from the dashboard of Sitebuilder, I want to come down here to my domain manager. This is linked up down here on the side, or I can also get to it up top from the Tools menu, Site Management, and then Manage Domains. Now from here we can see that I don't have any available domains yet, so I'm going to click the Add Existing button. And this is going to open up a new interface for us. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my domain name. So for this example, we're going to call it 3hrc.com. And then for is authoritative, we're going to go ahead and say yes, this is authoritative because I am going to transfer the name servers to Solution Toolbox. And I'm going to go ahead and say add domain. Now I'd like to point out that we did not include the www up top here because that's not required. So we just want the domain name itself. So the domain name plus the .com, .org, whatever the extension is. So we're going to say add domain. And now if we refresh here, we should see that pop up under our domain manager. Alright, and there it is. Now the next thing that we need to do is go out to our domain registrar where we purchased the domain and change the name servers. Now in this example I'm going to show you how to use GoDaddy, but the process should be the same regardless of where you bought it from, but you're going to have to refer to that registrar in order to ask them how to change it. So I'm going to open up GoDaddy's website here, and this is the domain manager inside of GoDaddy. But if I come down here, there's a link that says Set Name Server. So if I go ahead and click on that, we get this little pop-up here, and I'm going to want to check the last one that says I have specific name servers for my domain, and then we can enter in the name servers for Solution Toolbox. So we can enter in ns1.solutiontoolbox.com, and for the name server 2 we're going to type in ns2.solutiontoolbox.com. Now once you get that, we're going to go ahead and say OK, and then we can go back into Sitebuilder. Now once inside of Sitebuilder, we're going to want to go into the site settings. So I'm going to close the domain manager here and go up to site settings and then click on site settings. This will open up a new window for us. And the item that we're looking for is the very first item here. It's called the domain. You can see right now I'm just using the free URL that was generated for me. But if I drop this drop down now, I should see the domain that I just set up. So if I click on that, you can see now that it changes the preview URL. This is the window that opens up when you click the preview link up here. But if I save the settings here, it will automatically point 3hrc to this Sitebuilder instance. Now finally, there's a couple things that I'd like to point out about domain names and DNS. The first is when we went to GoDaddy and changed the name servers, this doesn't happen instantly. There's going to be a little bit of a delay here. Sometimes that delay is as small as a couple minutes, but it could go up to a day. Once again, once that name server is transferred over to Solution Toolbox, there might also be an additional delay for the Solution Toolbox DNS to replicate. So don't expect the domain name to resolve instantly. There might be some downtime here on the site, so plan accordingly. Now in this video I showed you how to transfer your name servers to SolutionToolbox.com, which is the easiest and fastest way to get an existing domain name working with the Solution Toolbox Sitebuilder product. However, if you want to host your DNS with another provider, you can still do so and use the domain. Now in order to do that, in here under the domain manager, when we say add existing, instead of selecting the is authoritative and set it to yes, we're going to go ahead and just leave it to no. This way, you're going to have to log into your existing DNS provider and create the DNS records to point to this instance of Sitebuilder. Now there are multiple ways to set up DNS with your other provider, but probably the easiest way is just to set up a quick CNAME. So what we could do is we create a CNAME for the subdomain www, and we could point it to our unique URL that we are given up here. So in this case we would point it to 279.sitebuilderdev.com. Yours may be different.